Hello.
We can start, sir. Sunil sir will join.
So good afternoon, all of you. With due respect of Honorable Principal, Madam Dr. Veena Sanekar, today's session in charge, Professor Nilesh Ghadge and myself, Gaurav Kai, let me welcome you all for the fourth day of the student induction program of FIBA student enrolled in the academic year 2021-2022 of KJ Somaiya College of Arts and Commerce Autonomous. The session will be based on the student extension activities. It is heartening to see such a good turnout and that is so punctual. So on that note, as a tradition of the college goes, every program begins with the invoking of the blessings of Almighty. So I hereby request you all to please rise for the campus prayer of the college. My colleague and session in charge, Mr. Nilesh Ghadge, will play the campus prayer. Over to Nilesh sir.
Yes, sir.
पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथा मा गृधस्य स्विद्धनम् मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती हीनामविद्यवतु। ॐ चोदयित्री सूनृतानां चेतन्ती सुमतीनां यज्ञं ददे सरस्वती। ॐ असतो मा सत्समय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनस्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। सर्वेऽत्र सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखमाप्नुयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति
Thank you, Nilesh sir.
Welcome, sir.
Students, please keep your microphone off. Okay, so on that note, let's begin with our student extension activities. First, let me tell you about the research. So research means finding out the truth. The research in any field is very useful in solving societal problems. It is dynamic and interesting process. To give you insight into the research and consultancy activities in our college, let me welcome the Dean, Dr. Atish Tokri, sir. Dr. Atish Tokri, sir, please.
Yeah, thank you, Gaurav sir, and I hope I am audible to all.
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Thank you. Yeah. So, very good afternoon to all dear students, and I welcome you all. As Gaurav sir has rightly said, that we are going to understand about extension activities, NSS, NCC, again other activities newly introduced, DLLE. Okay. So besides that, we are actively involved in research activities, and related to that, I will give you some idea what are the various activities are possible and how you can develop yourself and why research is important. Now, research from the student life, when right from used to participate in various workshops, various competitions, right, at your 10th, various science experiments or various poetry competitions. This is nothing but there is some innovation in the students, and that should be encouraged. Okay, your ideas, when we respect our ideas, then only we can do something. So whatever our ideas, we should learn to respect, and that is very important, especially in your student life. And here what we are trying to get is, we are trying to inculcate some good research skills which are required. And what is expected from today's graduating students, what the UGC expects, what the field expects, industry expects, that is important for us to understand. Now, what is very important, you find when people start searching, they go hayway. Okay, they go on searching something else, end up something else. That is what happened when they use this WhatsApp University or Google. Research is not that. First of all, in research, very important, you should be able to locate the right information, relevant information on what you want to work. And this is itself a skill. Otherwise, you will end up wasting a lot of time gathering the information, files and files. I can say truckload of information, but at the end, you will come to know, "Arey, isme kuch bhi kaam ka nahi." So the skill now required is what exactly information you are looking, and you should get it from the right academic resources, good conducted research. Okay. So information available, that doesn't mean that this information is correct. This information is tested. This information is reliable. Second, you should also know what is happening in the field. Now, fields are dramatically developing. There is an explosion of knowledge. Okay. And it has come across all the disciplines. So whatever is happening in your area, whichever subject you have chosen, what are the recent developments occurring, you should know. It is not that you are supposed to know all, because you have just begun your journey in a higher education, but at least you should know what are the trends, changes which are happening. So how it is possible, how you can do this? Now, various activities conducted by various department professors, seminars are organized, conferences are organized, workshops are. So you should actively participate. Okay. You should be fully volunteered. People who are volunteer, they are not only happy, but they learn so many things, knowingly, unknowingly. So you should participate, help faculty members, teachers, and organize these seminar conferences. And students are doing these various activities, and we give a full support to that. So when you participate in this, some things you may understand, some things may not understand, but something you will understand, something will get what is happening in the field. Not only that, you should only participate, but also you should try to present some papers. Now you may think it is a very difficult. This is what faculties do. They themselves find it so difficult. But never compare in research. Start with your idea, believe in your ideas, and begin. Even you take a baby steps. If you need a hand holding, if you need a support, take a help of your teachers, faculties, or whichever the resources are available, whoever can guide you. And start doing something about that. Start writing, start expressing yourself, and you'll get idea how to collect the information and all that. So even I found that students are not only presenting the papers, not only national but international seminar conferences, and also they are winning the prizes. Right? Best paper like that, and also they are publishing papers. So you understand it is possible, and it's not something that after your studies, then you will do the PhD and then only you will do research. Now today's research demands quick solution to the problems. Okay, and students are coming with lot of ideas. Okay. So your faculties are also working on various research projects. You should approach and ask them what you are doing, madam, what you are doing, sir, how I can help you, what are the areas I can you can give me. So even you conduct a survey, how to develop a scale, how you can do the project, how project planning is required. You understand so many things, and in this process you will develop your observational skills. Very important. Our mind are kind of, many times we have a lot of presumptions, prejudices. We need to come out when we come to the research. So whenever even you are spending 1 hour in doing some research, we are developing some observation skills. You develop survey skills, okay? And not only these basic skills, but also it makes you think critically. You don't accept the things at face value as they are. You start comparing the theories, whatever the recent things are happening, what are the new theories, what are the new thoughts are coming, and also it helps you develop to solve problems. Today we are facing so many problems around us, and that is where we need people with artistic expression, people with social science knowledge, and that is why the field and need of the hour. But we need to make ourselves competent for that. Now, to besides these things which are happening, also I would like to share an example. There is a Somya School for Experiential Learning, and in association with that, many disciplines in our neighborhood college, like in a biology, they have started activities. We in a psychology department also conducted one activity with that, collaborative understanding in psychology, where students observe, make their notations, and good scientists in the field are interacting with that. Faculties from IITs, faculties from TIFR. So from these experts, various experts, you get an idea what they are working, what are the areas they're into. Can you believe there is so much work is happening on the waste management? Okay, not only social problem, but technologically, and also mindset of the people to change. It is a need of the hour. So and as I experienced, this is experiential learning, and also you get a practical skills for yourself to develop. Okay. And you should take these opportunities wherever they are happening, whichever the subject are happening. And now a lot of statistical, these are instruments are coming, and you can start learning right from the Excel, how to use it, how to make a data analysis. There is a R statistics being taught being a part of your course, and so many things. Now, why this is important, the research? Because grades, yes, important, you do that. But there are many people with the good grades, in the sense that you go to the higher grade, there are less number of people. But again, in that, if you want to stand out, if you want to be distinguished, and you should be getting a priority in something, then research, very few people do, especially from students. Okay. And that shows that you are doing something out of your passion and interest. Okay. So it is not something to gain something for the research. We do research that for our own happiness, satisfaction, and we get something. And this is something quality which gets reflected when you do some good research or you involved in some projects. So this has advantage for higher education, because you are already learning something, something exceptional. And also when you have to go for studies abroad, also it is having a lot of advantage, because you will be distinguished from the others, as I said. And your letter of recommendation will be impressive. Otherwise, all are good and we recommend it. But what is special in you? What is a distinguishable in you? That is important. And also it gives a better job prospect, because you are having some research skills, and they expect that you will be able to think systematically and give some solutions. And all these things are very essential. And right from graduation, you should work. Okay, whatever you are able to get and learn from that. So I hope that you all students will participate. Research is really exciting. It is a joy, and it's not at all boring. You should debate, you should discuss with your friends, discuss over the ideas. And I'm sure many of good students are interested in such kind of endeavors, and college will support you fully. And your faculties are there who will very much help you wherever you are stuck in your subject matter, something like that. So with this, I wish all the best to you. Our NSS chief, NCC chief will be speaking about, Amol sir will be speaking about NSS and participate in extension activities like NSS. There also you can do a lot of surveys, and you are always welcome with some ideas. Believe in your ideas. First of all, you respect your ideas. Let the ideas fail because they give you the good direction. So believe in yourself, and I wish you all the best. And thank you very much for organizing committee for inviting me to address our new students. And I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was phenomenal and inspiring information from your side. Thank you, sir. So now, students, Aristotle, the legendary Greek philosopher, once said, man is by nature a social animal. Society is something that precedes individual. Being a part of the society, it is necessary to acquaint yourself with the issues and solution of the society. The National Service Scheme of our college provides that platform for our students. To give you the brief information about the program, let me welcome Professor C.A. Amol Bhosle, sir. Over to you, Amol Bhosle, sir.
Thank you, Gaurav sir, for the brief introduction. So myself, Amol Bhosle, I'm going to tell you about the NSS unit that we have in our college. So let me share the screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Just a minute. Okay. So we have one NSS unit which comprise 100 volunteers. Okay. This NSS program is for 2 years, and every year that volunteer has to complete 120 hours of work. Okay. Plus 7 days residential camp, that is compulsory. But because of this corona pandemic, last year we not able to hold that, and that is exempted. But next year maybe it is possible. Let's see. Then if you are completed this 2 years program successfully, then you will get 10 credit point per year. Okay, that is again after completion of 120 hours. Then the objective of NSS, as Gaurav sir rightly said, we are social animal, so we have to be in a society. We should do something for the society, and sometimes we didn't get time to work for the society. So here is a platform there you can fulfill your wish. So if you want to work for the society, these are the objective of NSS. Brief: understand the community in which they work, identify the needs and problems of community, and involve them in problem solving, acquire leadership qualities and democratic attitude. So these are the some objectives, but briefly in short, we have to work for the society. We have to work for the society issues. So these are the committee members we have this year in our program. So CM mostly, that is myself. Then there is a lady program officer with us, that is Mrs. Dipali Soraskar, and other 6 members we have: LG More sir, Rahul sir, Gaurav sir, Flora madam, Maitri madam, and Pratima Karuna. Then these are the brief listing of activities which normally conducted by the NSS. Last year, because of corona pandemic, we are not able to physically able to hold these activities, but other than this we have done so many online activities through NSS. So these are the normally we do: tree plantation, book donation activity. Book donation activity, I will tell you, in in Murbad there is one ZP school with previous जो हमारे program officers थे, Sandeep Yadav sir, we went there at the school and we have donated book library to them. So we have collected books from the students, from teachers, from public, and we have donated that books to that school. So that was very something encouraging and something we have done differently. Then Rakhi selling is there, plastic collection, flood donation. Flood donation abhi hua tha Mahad mein, there was a flood, so we have donated food articles and all that, medicines through this drive. Then literacy project is there. We go to the school and we teach students. Okay. Then there is a blood donation camp which normally we used to hold, take it 2 times in a year minimum. Medical camp is there, crowd controlling is there. Then 7 days residential camp we used to go in Dahanu, okay, at Nareshwadi. Then pulse polio camp. So these are the some glimpse of the activities tree plantation that we have done during lockdown. Our aim was to promote home gardening where our volunteers planted 93 saplings because हम लोग बाहर नहीं जा सकते थे, तो we have decided to plant the trees in our society only, in our garden where we reside. So normally हम लोग tree plantation ऐसी जगह पे कर देते कि जहाँ पे हम लोग openly we can plant, but because of corona अभी नहीं कर पाए, तो we have done at our home, in our society, in our garden. Then this was a bamboo raking rakhi selling activity. There is a NGO tribal women के साथ वो लोग काम करते हैं. They prepare this bamboo rakhis, ठीक है, and we have coordinated with them and we have purchased these rakhis from that persons and we have distributed to in cities. So अभी just latest अभी जो राखी का ये हुआ था, so at that time we have received 105 rakhis orders in all over the Mumbai. Then this was the latest flood donation drive which we have done at Mahad. So all the volunteers and our program officers, so you can see in pictures, they are really on the ground, they are working for this such a great drive. Then this blood donation, the importance of blood. So we do this camp every year, okay, 2 times at least. And there are so many volunteers come forward for this blood donation drive, and through this we donate the blood. We have connection with Rajawadi Hospital, then other Somay Hospital also. So this was last year. Because of corona pandemic, we are not able to hold it, but still we have done it at Thane and Dombivli, and around 36 donors we have got for this blood donation. Then crowd controlling. So again, these are some plastic collection, which is environmental cause. Then literacy project, I have told you ki these are the schools we have where we go. So this is the project of Dharma Bharati Mission, where we send our volunteers to teach English to these underprivileged students. So that is something, if you feel, if you want to go for this, so we provide the platform, okay, to work for some such kind of things. Medical camp we arrange, okay. Independence Day we have celebrated like this. We have good singing team. We have NSS song to sing at this kind of occasions. So we do this kind of. This major attraction is 7 days residential camp. Here you actually develop your personality, because 7 days we have to stay in a village area and we have to work for that village. So that is, in that 7 days we learn so many things. That this 7 days residential camp change our personality, change our lookout for the society. So normally we used to go at this Dahanu. There are so many villages. So last time we have this accepted this Dundalwadi village for our camp. So around total 50 volunteers participate in this camp. Normally we have 100 ka strength hai, but normally we 50 volunteers ko leke jate se in this camp ke liye. So you can see in pictures, we have to go there, reside there, and 7 days सब खुद ही खाना बनाना, खुद ही सब करना. So it is a good experience कि जो हम लोग घर में नहीं कर पाते वो वहाँ पे हमको करना पड़ता है. Then these are the other residential camps. Leadership training program होते हैं, national integration camp is there, adventure camp is there, because so many activities we do. These are the activities which we conducted during lockdown. Physically हम लोग नहीं कर पाए थे, लेकिन ये we have done in lockdown. Vaccination awareness किया, yoga days webinar, fit India activity, plasma donation, that is very important in this corona pandemic. Pride month किया था, mask distribution, that is again vegan of trees, tree plantation, cyber security, and so on. This was the glimpse of Fit India Freedom Run 2.2. Our volunteers run around 2 kilometers, and they have spread the awareness. Then these are the vaccination awareness program, yoga day webinar. Then this mask distribution activity we have conducted in wherever possible you can distribute that marks in our society. Then at virtual Independence Day we have invited one army person. This was Subedar Kati from artillery army. So we have invited him on this Independence Day. So then inter colleges fest is there. Last time you got best award, best college award in the duty festival organized by SIS college, and that we got best college award. So here you can go for open mixed street play competition, and you can develop your you get a chance to perform, you get a chance to develop your confidence. So this is the glimpse. There are so many things that cannot be completed in 10 minutes. But yes, if you want to join us, so these are the contacts. If you want to mail us, there is an email ID nss.kjcc@soma.edu. There is a YouTube channel we have, the Instagram account we have, Facebook also have, and these are the two leaders, Pritesh Kank and Riddhi Karkeja, that you can contact them for any queries related to NSS. And if you want to join us, this is a link that you can click it on, and you can join us. So this is a 2 years program that you really enjoy, and it will be unforgettable memory after your college. When you complete your college degree, then when you sit in a particular corporate world, and then you realize कि हमने बहुत NSS में बहुत काम किया था. So it is place to give something back to the society. So if you want to join us, so let me know. I will giving the details to join with the NSS in the chat box right away. And again, I thank you for Gaurav Sawal and Nilesh sir for giving me an opportunity to present uh, on behalf of NSS unit. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. That was indeed a insightful information. Now, the placement cell. The placement cell plays a very important role in the locating job opportunities for our undergraduate and postgraduate passing out from the college by keeping the current needs of the industrial establishments and the firms, the importance of the reputed firms. So hereby, I will welcome Professor Sandeep Yadav sir to give a brief information about the placement cell of our college. Over to Sandeep Yadav sir.
Thank you, Gaurav sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Yes. Good afternoon, one and all present on this virtual induction program 2021-22. I, Sandeep Yadav, welcome you all in this induction program. Friends, today I'm here to introduce you about the placement cell. In our college, we are having a placement cell. In this placement cell, these are the committee member, Dr. Dilip Palsapure, who is the head of commerce department, as well as he is the coordinator of placement cell. Remaining are the committee member, Dr. Vijay Sri, Dr. Sonali Devgirikar ma'am, Mr. Sandeep Yadav, myself is also a member of this placement cell committee, Mr. Rahul Jagtap, Kshamta Lad, Fenil Dedia, Milind Sarab. These are the committee members of the placement cell. The object of this placement cell is to provide job opportunities for undergraduate students, as well as to assist students in obtaining placement in reputed companies, to organize campus interview for final year student. My dear student, please make it note that this through placement cell, the campus interviews are organized, and these campus interviews are organized only and only for TY students. Okay, please make note of it. As well as this placement cell organize different seminars, workshop, guest lecture, and conferences with the collaboration of with different companies. These placement cell organize, I already told you, this placement cell organize campus interview. We already invited a number of multinational companies in our college for these campus interviews, such as KPMG, Deloitte, JP Morgan. Such a well-known, renowned companies are invited for campus interviews, and you will get opportunity when you will be a part of TY. You will get opportunity to face this interview and get selected in this renowned institute, sorry, to these renowned companies. Okay, means a very good opportunity will be provided by this placement cell. Means before completion of this your graduation degree, you will be a part of this multinational company. You will get that great opportunity with this platform will be available by the placement cell. Now I'm through this placement cell till today, number of companies comes to our college, and not lot many people, not lot many students are get selected for that multinational companies. Recently, last year in the year, not last year, in this year, when the campus interview was conducted in our college, one renowned company that I already told you, KPMG, this company selected 28 students from our college. This is very proud things for our college as well as the students. My dear friends, you will get opportunity to select such a renowned companies through placement cell. If you want to contact, if you want to get more information about this placement cell, you can contact to one student in charge, Mr. Aditya Pradhan. His mobile number is there. You can take screenshot also here, and you can contact Aditya Pradhan for the more information about the placement cell. I hope through this placement cell, you also join to this multinational company. Okay, thank you for patience listening, and I must thank to the today's in charge Gaurav sir and Nilesh sir for providing me such a great opportunity to share my views through towards the student. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Over to
sir.
you.
It was indeed simple and concrete information from your side. Thank you once again, sir. Now duty comes first than nation. To imbibe the national spirit of unity, brotherhood, and integration among the students, we have the program called National Cadet Corps. To give the brief information about the NCC, let me welcome Dr. Sunil Chandan Shive, sir. Over to Sunil Chandan Shive, sir.
Okay, thank you, Gaurav sir. Am I clear, audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I hope my screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Sunil Chandan Shive, a member of NCC, that is National Cadet Corps. First, on behalf of 6th Maharashtra Battalion NCC unit, I would like to congratulate you all for securing your admission in these prestigious autonomous institutions, which is affiliated to the University of Mumbai. Dear students, the NCC unit of our college is a Army NCC unit and #1 company of 6th Maharashtra Battalion NCC Mumbai Group A. So general students just wanted to join the armed forces, and for that they need to clear the written test and pass in the interview. But if you join in the NCC and after completion of the NCC, you get a certificate, and those who are having the certificate of NCC, these students will get an opportunity, or these students can get selected in the armed forces just only on the basis of NCC certificate and interview. So this is one of the important advantages for the students if they join the NCC. Then under NCC, we conduct various training programs for the students, under which we provide the physical training as well as psychological training to the students also. Under autonomy, our college has introduced the NCC studies as an optional subject, and this subject you can opt in place of foundation course. Dear students, under the NCC, we conduct various activities in our Somya campus. And some of the major activities, as you can see on the screen, that we celebrate International Yoga Days, tree plantation, Kranti Divas, as even you can see that different pics or images that we have conducted the various activities like International Yoga Day. Then there is a tree plantations by the NCC cadet. Then Kranti Divas we have celebrated every year. Independence Day, then Republic Day. Then also our college also conduct the NCC B certificate exam. So this is very, very important. So the students, if you want to give a service to the nations and want to make a career into the armed forces, so you must join a NCC. So then hurry up because we have very less seats for the students. Only 10 seats are left. So to grab that, you can visit to NCC office, which is situated in our college on the first floor, or you can contact to Lieutenant Sachin Narade sir to secure your admission in the NCC. So the students, so this is what from NCC side. Over to Gaurav sir.
Thank you, sir. It is so amazing unit of our college. It is one of the amazing unit of our college. Thank you once again. Now, students, human nature is so multidimensional. The human mind is so inquisitive about each and everything. That is what lifelong process is. So considering this fact, our college has established a Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension. To give the best insight about the DLLE, let me welcome Dr. Shobha Matthew, madam. Apart from that, she will also throw light on the entrepreneurial development cell for the budding entrepreneur of our college. Over to Dr. Shobha, madam.
Thank you, Gaurav sir, for this wonderful introduction. Let me start with the DLLE slide sharing.
Hello, ma'am. Shubha, ma'am. Just a minute. Just a minute. I'm Nilesh Ghadge. Whoever has joined in this meeting, please rename yourself because some technical glitches. It is showing as a Sandeep Kulkarni. So please check your name, and if it is showing as a Sandeep Kulkarni, please rename yourself. Okay. Yes, Shubha ma'am, you can continue.
Yes. So let me just start sharing my screen. Before that, let me tell you, for every teacher, the students are the lifeline. Because of them, we are there, and we really value our students, and we welcome you all to KG Somaiya College of Arts and Commerce. You will learn a lot of very good things in our college, because our college is one of the best colleges in the University of Mumbai, known for its diversity and personality development. So today I will introduce you to DLLE. What is DLLE? DLLE is nothing but Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension. It was started in our college a few years back. Department of Lifelong has got 4 teachers under them. I am the extension teacher who heads this team, and I have got Namrata madam, Payal madam, and Ananya Ghosh madam, who are wonderful people who are working with me. With Anand Divedi sir is also with us. So in case you have need more knowledge about this, you can contact these teachers as well. Now, as we know that, the Department of Lifelong Learning was established in October 12th in 1978 in the University of Mumbai. And the dimension is aimed at promoting a meaningful and rapport between universities and community. For social change, as we know that we are agents of change, because education changes our mindset, and we should do everything for the betterment of the society. The DLLE offers flexible continuing educational opportunities for the people. Somaiya College of Arts and Commerce started DLLE under the able, capable leadership, Principal Dr. Veena Sanikam. In the year 2019-20, the major aim of this DLLE is to enhance employability skill, as we have one program called as Annapurna, which caters to the selling of food items and the pen, pencils, paper, etc., which teaches the students entrepreneurial skills. To develop among students a sense of responsibility to the society. Now, why it is important to be responsible human beings is because we need to, sensitize towards other people's problem, and also help the underprivileged who are in need of our compassion and also our help. And responsibility is not only about that. Responsibility is also about protecting the environment. There is a program called as population education, which covers lot of awareness programs, because the major aim of DLLE is to reach the unreached. Reach the unreached means reaching people who do not know. And that is where we have several projects under that, where the student can create awareness about AIDS awareness, green city, clean city, waste management, stay safe, stay healthy, mask on when move on, importance of literacy, investment in mutual funds, career opportunities, unity in diversity, respect for elders, child marriages, environmental protection, investment in mutual funds, labor laws in India, harmful effects of smoking, yoga, harmful effects of drinking, drugs, global warming, saving habits, stress management. I mean, anything where you feel that you have to educate the population. Then we say that to prepare students for greater social commitment. We are not only born to make money and run a family, but also to be socially committed towards protecting the environment and people around us, to cater to the needs of unreached, for promoting knowledge-based society, which I already explained, to deepen the teachers and students' knowledge through a wider exposure situations for a variety of programs. So you need to interact with both students. As we know that learning is a lifelong process. Each teacher learns from the student, because you are a bundle of knowledge and talents and a lot of ideas. We need to learn a lot of things from you. At the same time, we exchange thoughts with you. Together, we work as a team for a better environment, and we develop our personality each year. We have got 4 projects as of now. One is we have got the vocational career project, where you educate people about various career by collecting information, industry orientation. We can have you can work for 240 hours in the industry and you get 10 points. DLLE gets DLE students gets under 229A. You get 10 marks. More than the marks, what I would like to say that joining DLLE, when you are going abroad, study abroad, when you show that you have worked in DLLE, what happens? It takes care of your social project, because when you write your recommendation letter, you have to show that you have worked in all these committees. So what happens? That will give a good impression that you are not only academic oriented, but also you are caring for the society. Because when we choose a leader at the top level, we also see how much they are into corporate governance, how much they are into social responsibility, because a person who is having a lot of multifaceted talent is in a position to handle higher positions very easily. So that's the reason you will find many of the students are getting, when they take DLL, they're in a position to write many things. The Annapurna Yojana scheme is basically about selling, the food items and, trying to find out what is the cost involved in making those items and selling it. So Annapurna Yojana scheme helps, instills entrepreneurial skills among students. Then we've got community oriented projects like survey of women status, where you survey women, find out, and you can have survey of different strata of the society, because each strata will face a different problem, and you can also educate them on how to handle their problems by finding out, by doing a survey, doing research on that. Now our students in the lockdown did this awareness program of stay home, stay safe on an online platform, creating awareness during corona pandemic. Then these are the activities which we did at college level. We sold a lot of foods the students made from home. They understood how to sell, they learned marketing, they learned public relation, they learned how to manage the money, etc. That's what they learned. And let me tell you, the teachers also have a lot of fun with the students, because students are a bunch of fun-loving bunch. They are young and they are energetic. So we teachers who are old also feel very energetic doing this type of work with the students. So I enjoyed every bit with my students doing this DLLE work. And I want to tell you that, see, these are some of the career projects. We had a festival called Udaan, which we had in our college, and we got this opportunity to cater to this Udaan in our college. Okay, I think there's some technical.
Hello, Shobha madam. Hello.
Hello. I think she must have got disconnected.
Hello. Hello, Nilesh sir. Nilesh sir.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible to all of you all?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're
So
audible.
we had this Udan festival, which we created awareness about various. I mean, it was a festival which
Madam, sorry.
Ma'am, your screen sharing has stopped.
That's okay, madam. Now without screen, I will.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so this is what we did at the DLLE level. And now I would like to speak about the Entrepreneurship Development Cell. Now, the Entrepreneurship Development Cell was started in the year 2015-16. We had around so many programs which we organized for, the objective of the cell is to promote employment opportunities among the students. Why it's very important. Now, I'll tell you something which we did in this cell. See, ours is a Gujarati-based college, and Gujaratis are very famous for doing business. So what happened? Many of the alumni came to the college who are having business and get first-hand information on how to do business. Even people like me, I don't have any business background, but because I am working in this cell, listening to the lectures, it has instilled in me so many, qualities of entrepreneurship, because I enjoyed listening to these lectures with all the resource persons who came to promote entrepreneurial activities. Now, why it is important? Today, we know that the economy grows only when we focus on self-development. Self-development becomes a significant role in improving the economy of the country. So we talk about, I would like to also introduce the members of my cell. One is Jayashree Kotak. Professor Jayashree Kotak is a very enterprising lady and very good leadership qualities, and she's a very good human being. CA Nilesh Agarwal, he's also CPA. So my dear students, you not only can take guidance from how to understand in setting up a business unit, especially when it comes to legal compliances, registration, etc. He himself is a very, very enterprising person, and he will guide you also on how to do CA and CPA. And you can have your own CA firm. That also becomes an entrepreneurial activity. So I've got two good stalwarts and two good best teachers were working with me in our college. And the objective of the cell is to enhance entrepreneurial skills among the students and to promote startups. Because our government stresses on self-employment, today it becomes very important that the cell generates a lot of employment. Self-employment is one of the best employment because you are the boss of your own organization. So some of the programs which we conducted under the cell are how to make a business plan, startup formation, registration, compliance and finance for a business, environmental audits, compensation management, labor laws, marketing of startups, key parameters to be an entrepreneur, human resource management in startups. Some of the soft skills which we taught are presentation skills and interview techniques, emotional intelligence, conflict and stress management, body language, professional etiquettes and public speaking, time management, mind management, personality development, attitude change, and work ethics, leadership and team building. Then we had some life skills which we taught our students, like interpersonal relations, decision-making, problem-solving, self-awareness, assertiveness, critical thinking, effective communication, creative thinking, and lateral thinking. Now, we are very privileged to have really good people working with us because this cell has been conducting a lot of programs. Apart from that, during the lockdown, we also kept sessions on mental health by Dr. Avinash D'Souza, who's a famous psychotherapist and a psychiatrist. We also taught the students chocolate making, cake making, donut making, hairpin making and crochet making. We taught them many things. And let me tell you, flower making, all those things we taught. But I always believe that all students who are listening to me are a bunch of talents and you are having a lot of qualities. As we cannot compare with a rose with a lotus, so as we cannot compare two individuals. And therefore, my dear students, you have got plenty of opportunity to become a Bill Gates or Dhirubhai Ambani or say Steve Jobs or, so many good entrepreneurs like Azim Premji, Ratan Tata. You can be any of them and you will be one day in the Forbes magazine after some time. I am signing off right now. Thank all of you for your patient listening. Thank you, Gaurav sir and Nilesh sir for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, students. Do be part of my cell and we'll be very happy to see you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Jai Hind.
So thank you, Shobha madam. That was indeed interesting and informative thing from your side. Thank you once again. Now, As per the census of India, the female population is around 48% of the total population. Considering this fact, our college is also committed for the overall development and the empowerment of women through Women Development Cell and Women Studies Center. To give you brief information about it, let me welcome Professor Monica Sawant. She will give you the information regarding the same.
Yeah,
Monica.
thank you, Gaurav sir. I'll be sharing my screen. So
Yes.
give me a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello friends, good afternoon. On behalf of Women Development Cell of KG Somaiya College of Arts and Commerce, I, Mrs. Monica Sawant, WDC Coordinator, welcomes you all. The aim of Women Development Cell and objective is to prevent sexual harassment at workplace. Secondly, it also focuses on the propagation of gender equality and women empowerment, as it is important for the upliftment and the progress of our nation. The cell has both faculty and student as its strength. So we'll just see who are the faculty members that are there. So along with me, I'm Ms. Monica Sawant, coordinator. We have Mrs. Meera Venkatesh, Dr. Shubhangi Patil, who was an ex-member, then Dr. Flora Pandya, Mrs. Payal Parmar. They are all faculty members who are working in Women Development Cell. Then we also have with us non-teaching staff, that is Srimati Pallavi Gadge, and we have NGO representative Srimati Vrushali Mugdam. Along with the members, we also have student volunteers. So Lakshit is one of them, Riya Patel, Nudrat, and Pritesh Kang. They all are the students who are working for Women Development Cell. Now, in the last many years, Women Development Cell of our college has been vibrant and active in conducting various awareness programs, workshops, guest lectures, talks, competitions, skits for our students, teachers, and not teaching staff. So, in the year 2016, we had a 2-day workshop program in which we had the topic waste management and women practitioners. Then again in the year 2017, there was a lecture given by Mumbai Obstetric and Gynecological Society. Then coming to 2018, we had a celebration of International Yoga Day. Then we also had a lecture in July 2018 on women's law and her rights. It was given by Advocate Sharmila Ghugge. Then coming to the workshop, a self-defense workshop was held for the women in the month of October 2018 by Chetna Korkawkar, who is a black belt in karate. Then we have also celebrated International Women's Day on 8th March in the year 2019. A lieutenant from Navy was invited who motivated our students to join in Navy. Then, as you know, due to the lockdown, seminars were not conducted. So we conducted a national webinar on the topic "Let's Talk About Us" on 2nd July 2021. There were two speakers, Dr. Kusum Tripathi and Ms. Mamta Tendulkar. She's from our college, KG Somaiya College of Arts and Commerce. Dr. Kusum Tripathi spoke on the topic Bharatiya Samaj mein Paramparao ke naam par Krutiya, where she spoke on different topics like divorce, remarriage, Devdasi system. The topic was really knowledgeable to all of us. While the second speaker, Mamta Madam, spoke on the menstrual taboos. She started with the biological cycle of the menstruation. Then she tried to tell us how the tell the participants how women are treated when the woman is in her menstrual cycle. In all, 108 students participated in this particular webinar. Then coming to the week celebration of International Women's Day in the year 2020, we conducted a workshop on self-defense. Then we also conducted a webinar on breast cancer awareness. Then we came up with the competitions like poster competition, essay, poetry, and the topics that were given was a challenge word is an alert word, gender equality, women empowerment, and 25 students participated in this competition and 92 students participated in the webinar. Then recently, that is on 23rd September 2020, we had a speaker from Hyderabad, Usmania University, Dr. A. Patrick. He spoke on gender, equity, and equality. So it was a wonderful topic that he discussed with all our students. Then coming to the last part of it, like I would like to thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to all the students that they join this Women Development Cell. This Women Development Cell is not restricted only to women. It works on gender equality. So once again, I thank you very much, and please join Women Development Cell. Now coming to the next center, that is Women Study Center. I'll just stop sharing this PPT and I'll start with the other one. Yes. So you can see, everyone can see the PPT.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is about Women Study Center as such. So Women's Study Center is been established under the guidance of our IC principal, Dr. Veena Sanikar, in this academic year, that is 2021. The development of Women's Study Center in universities and college is meant to help India achieve her sustainable development goal of promoting equality and empowerment of the women. The members are same as we saw in Women Development Center, so I'll not repeat it again. Then the vision of this Women's Study Center is to empower women to live a dignified life so that they contribute in this sustainable development goal. The mission is to create the environment for the women that will be free from violence and discrimination, promote social and economic empowerment of the women, and creating awareness about their rights. So keeping this vision of Women's Study Center will conduct, create and promote alternative education programs for the women through different courses. It may be a short-term course or a foundation course or online courses for a girl student. Then lectures that we will be trying to put online, or it may be offline also later on. So we'll be spreading awareness about the rights of the women. Then we'll be closely working with the NGOs as such, because one of the NGO has been with us. Then film screening will be done to understand the problems and the situation of the women. Then, as I already said, due to the lockdown, we were not able to conduct seminars, so webinars were conducted. And these two webinars were conducted. Let's talk about us along with the Women Development Center. So Women's Study Center also conducted these programs. Let's talk about us, in which Ms. Mamta Tendulkar ma'am and Dr. Kusum Tripathi both were the resource person for this webinar. Then, as I said already, on this recently, that is on 23rd September 2020, we had conducted this program also, webinar, along with Women Development Center, that is gender, equity and equality. Then I thank all of you, and what I would like to say is, still many more goals have to be achieved. So it is only possible if you students join in numbers in Women's Study Center as well as in Women Development Center cell. Thank you very much, and all the best, and God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Great kudos to your effort. Now. So
Just a minute, stop sharing.
Yeah. Thank you, madam. Okay, so film affects many of us powerfully because the combined impact of images, music, dialogue, lighting, and sound and special effect can elicit deep feeling and help us to reflect on our lives. Our college has established that platform called Drishti Film Forum, which gives you a new dimension about the watching of films from the perspective of intellectual side. So on that note, let me welcome the coordinator of the AFF, Professor Mamta Tendulkar madam, to share her insight regarding the forum. Over to Mamta madam.
Thank you, Gaurav sir. Thank you for the opportunity. And good evening, everyone. Sir, I'm just sharing my PPT. So is it visible, sir?
Yes, madam. It is
Yes,
visible.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, all. Myself, Mamata Tendulkar, chairperson of Drishti Film Forum, and today I'm discussing about this Drishti Film Forum. Now, what is Drishti Film Forum? It's a film society of KJ Somaiya College in Arts and Commerce. Very few colleges in Mumbai have this kind of film society in their college, and here we actually screen the meaningful cinema. So let's get to know about our committee members. Myself, Mamta Tendulkar, chairperson. Then Mr. Abhijit Deshpande, advisor of the Drishti Film Forum and the founder of this particular film society in our college. He is also teaching Marathi compulsory, Marathi ancillary. He's from Marathi department and also will be also taking your foundation course lectures. He will be in touch with all of you as he is from arts background. Then we have Dr. Maithili Gupta, she is from philosophy department. Then we have CA Amol Bhosle sir, who is also NSS coordinator as well as program officer, as well as from the accountancy department. Now let's get to know what is Drishti Film Forum. Drishti Film Forum is a film society. Now it's not just, what is this film society? It's a platform of screening, discussing and understanding meaningful cinema from all over the world with academic approach and passionate viewing. Now, here if you know that a screening, discussion and understanding, it is not just like a theater screening where you come, watch and go. We screen the movie, we discuss it, and we try to understand the meaningful cinema, which is really rare to, we get rare to watch all these types of movies, or sometimes we don't choose to watch them out. So not only from India, not from any particular region, but all over the world, we choose certain meaningful cinemas and we try to screen that movies with an academic approach. And definitely the students who are passionate about watching various kind of movies will get interested and definitely will come and watch these movies. Now, this is the beginning of Drishti Film Forum in 2006. July 2006 it has started. As has told you, the founder Abhijit Deshpande sir, and along with some colleagues, they have started this Drishti Film Forum, and it is officially got inaugurated in August 2007 by the filmmaker and actress Suhasini Mulay. You must have seen this actress in Lagan and other various Hindi movies as well. So she is the one who had come here for inaugural function. Now, our regular screening, what type of movies we are screening? We are screening the movies across the world. Till now, we have screened more than 200 films from USA, UK, Germany, France, Italy, Russia, Japan, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, Korea, Bhutan, etc. I mean, there are many more countries. Whichever the countries is producing meaningful cinema and it has been listed as a good piece of cinema or the art, we are trying to take that piece and reach out to the student so that they can watch and understand that movie. Not only the world, of course, within the India also, we are screening many other movies, including Hindi, Malayalam, Kannada, Tamil, Bengali, Marathi, Gujarati, Punjabi, Odisha, Assami. Now, why this type of movies we have to screen? Because even being an Indian, what we do, either we watch Hindi or English movie, and that is mostly belong to the Bollywood or Hollywood, or rarely we watch the movie which is our mother tongue. Suppose I'm Maharashtrian, then I will have the Marathi movie, or I'm Gujarati, I will watch some Gujarati movies. But other languages, good movies, we are normally not get to watch, or we don't choose to watch them. So this is a platform where we try to show you to all of you that this is the best movies and watch it. Now, if you see, these are the glimpses of our Kalidas Sabhagruha. If you're from 11th standard, your junior college, then you must have seen this Kalidas Sabhagruha. If you're not, then whenever the college open, you can see here we used to screen the movie on every Monday or every Friday, whichever the days has been chosen for that particular year. Now, these are the activities of Drishti Film Forum. What we are doing, regularly screening the films, discussing, and discussion and analysis of the film. That means it is not like a theater activity where you go and watch the movies and leave. After that, we used to discuss and analyze the film. We also conduct the film appreciation workshops. Now, film appreciation workshop, when we talk about film appreciation workshop, to understand, to appreciate the film as an art. Okay, so that we do it. Then we conduct film festival and we also encourage the student to participate in film festival. Then we have film review competition, film essay competition, and we have our own magazine called Film Magazine. It is 24 frames. Drishti Film Forum is also helping students taking interactive disciplinary study session in college in collaboration with the other departments, and also have the film festival in collaboration with the other departments. For example, psychology, philosophy, sociology, environmental studies, Marathi, history. So one particular day we will collaborate with that particular department and we'll take one theme, and with that theme we will show all the movies on that particular topic. For example, we had a history ka World War on World. We have the film festival on World War. The whole day we were showing the movies on the World War. Then we have the environmental film festival. The whole days we are showing on the movies concerned with the environment. So these are things that have been done. Then we are encouraging our student to participate in film festival such as MAMI. You must be knowing this is the international film festival conducted in Mumbai. Then IFFI in Goa, Third Eye in Mumbai, PIF in Pune. So these are the international film festival where students can participate. And also many students are, selected as the film critics, junior film critics till now. So we are also developing the critical and academic approach toward the cinema. I'll show you some of the names, our students who are being selected as the film critics in the MAMI Film Festival. Since 2010, we had almost every year we had students who have been selected till 2017. And after that, in pandemic, the film festival not occurring the way it has to be occurred. You can see the names of Ronak, Karan, Salim Sheikh, Sabah, Omkar and Payal, who are being selected as the young critics in MAMI Film Festival. They got to, participate in MAMI Film Festival as a young film critics, and their review is also published in the newspaper. So this is a golden opportunity for the students. You can see the glimpses where Kiran Shantaram, Ravi Jadhav, this Anand Gandhi had been there. Ratnakar Matkari, late Ratnakar Matkari had been there to our college for inaugural function and the film festival. Now, these were the activities before pandemic. Now, what we do in the pandemic, Drishti Film Forum is one of the most active association of the college, even during the lockdown. So during the lockdown, what we do, we share a link, particular film link on Friday on WhatsApp group. We have a WhatsApp group. So on that, we share a link on Friday. The students are supposed to watch that film anytime, Sunday till Sunday at their home from phone. And on Monday, we have a Google Meet where we discuss the movies from most of the angles. Okay. Now, during the pandemic, also Filmfare has also conducted online festival like Anurag Kashyap Film Festival. The Drishti Film Forum conducted online certificate course titled How to Read a Film. As I've told you about film appreciation workshop, we taught students how to read a film, and we are blessed to have the participant across the India, the various state. From the various state participant has participated, and our college student have got the credit, extra credit. You have get regular credit from your course if you are participating or you are doing this particular credit based course. So we'll get extra credit point for the course if you complete that particular hours. So this is what we are doing in the pandemic, and we are continuing the same thing if the lockdown continues. Then we will be giving the link, and since June we have again active, we are sending the link. We are discussing every Monday. So if you want to join the Drishti Film Forum, I will put the WhatsApp link in the chat box. You can join it from there, and also you can contact us from our email address or Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. You can follow us and you can get the updates, or you can be the part of our WhatsApp group. Thank you. And thank you once again, and welcome all, and hope all of you will join to understand this meaningful cinema. Thank you so much. Over to Gaurav sir.
Thank you, Mamta madam. It was indeed insightful information about DFF. Now we are at the end of the session. I would like to thank all the coordinator, chairperson of the respective forums to supporting us, coordinating with us, and all the students who listen to us with all the alacrity they have. And on that note, I would like to ask all the students to please rise on their place for the national anthem. And my colleague session in charge, Professor Nilesh Ghadge sir will play the national anthem.
Yes, sir.
Gaurav sir, 1 minute. Dear student, the link is valid, but if you want, I have also shared your link on the FYBA LinkedIn group, FYBA Telegram group. So you all can join from there as well, if you couldn't join from here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nilesh sir and Gaurav sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Students, please note that tomorrow you will be having session on sports and athletics at the same time. Okay. And on that note, madam, Mamta madam, shall we end over here?
Yes, sir. We will stop over here. Thank you so much.
Okay. So today's session will be over. Thank you all.